You're checked in with the People's Champ, Dre Rocca on U92.
U92SLC.com, Dre Rocca. This is the I Love That segment featuring my good friend Lisa Barlow of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And let me tell you what, if you are not tuned in to season number 2, you are missing out. Not only is there a bunch of drama, which is expected, but there's also like a lot of compassion on the season, and it's really dope to see how people can be forgiving. Now, I might be a little bit too early on that, but what we're seeing in the season right now is a lot of forgiveness. It's a lot of working out some misunderstandings as well. And every Tuesday, you can hear myself and Lisa talk about the previous week's episode, but also talk about life in general. Tuesdays, 4 p.m. on U92. That's 92.5 FM if you are in Utah, in the Salt Lake City County area. And if you are in Utah County, I'm pleased to announce that you can tune in on 94.5 FM. Make sure you tap in. And if you are outside of Utah, just download the U92 app or just go on to U92SLC.com and you can stream us live. It's free. Make sure you share, like, comment, all that good stuff. I'll make sure that your comments get back to Lisa. Maybe you got some questions. So without further ado, let's jump into it. How was your weekend?
Busy. It's like the kids had this amazing basketball camp, and like Rudy Gobert was there, and other jazz players from the team came to support. It was really amazing. Like, it was really, really cool. Our community and our team is amazing.
That's dope. Is that important to you for the boys to like be in the community and help out with these kind of events?
It's really important for us. So I think that, being part of your community creates depth and dimension for the kids, and especially with their give back with their brand Fresh Wolf, they were able to have that at Rudy Gobert's event and to like give out their product. And, there was like a cool whole element with Fresh Wolf involved. So that was pretty awesome. And it was just really cool to see how Rudy Gobert like paid attention to these kids. Like, he was fully vested. Other members of the team, like prominent members of the Utah Jazz, were there, and it was really amazing. I think it was really cool.
That's awesome. Are you guys big Jazz fans?
We are major Jazz fans. We love the Jazz.
Now, I don't know. I heard for the grapevine that you were a Knicks fan.
No.
I'm going to start my own little drama.
Yeah, you're going to start some drama here. No, I love our Utah Jazz team. I think I started going to their games when I was in college. When I came to school here, I've always loved the Utah Jazz. That's back when they were at the Salt Palace. And they're killing it. Like, I think our team needs more love. I think that we're always in the finals. Our team is amazing. And they're very involved in the community, which is really impressive too.
Yeah, I mean, the Millers, they did an awesome job, but I'm really loving where the ownership is now. I'm loving what they're doing and the pieces that they're putting together for our team, and honestly for the community. I mean, look at what they've done in the plaza. They hold events there now and a lot of different cool things. And seeing the Junior Jazz get their shine too, I think is awesome.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Dwyane Wade being a part of the new ownership, Ryan Smith, and then you've got the Millers. It's like a dream team.
Yeah.
And I think what they're doing is they're like just, taking the Jazz to the next level. I mean, I've been fans since Stockton to Malone, and it's really cool to just see the talent that comes through Utah. And instead of being the farm team for the NBA, like, they're like amazing. Like, we have a solid team here that always makes us proud. We're lucky we have them here. And, Dwyane Wade's brother is the one who organized the camp my kids were participating in this weekend with Rudy Gobert. So that was really cool, too. And just to see how much Dwyane Wade loves Utah, and his brother Lester was talking about, Lester and Jessica run the camp. They're out of Chicago. And just hearing them talk about how much they love the camp, how much they love Utah, all the nice things Dwayne's been saying about our state, it's really cool.
Man, that is awesome. Something else that is awesome is your moves on the tramp. What was it? The trampanzee? What do you call those things?
Oh.
What is that? What kind of aerobics are you doing?
Gosh. The stilts. And you know what's so funny is I was like, my equilibrium is going to be totally thrown off, Dre. Like, I don't do that at all, ever. Like, I did gymnastics when I was younger, and I felt like I was pretty good at them. I was shocked that I could, like, do what I was doing. But yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
that's right here in Sandy, Utah. I was like, what? I had no idea that was here.
You know, that's something I'm learning about this show in general is that, like, you guys are opening my eyes to so many different cool things that are right here in our community that I had no idea about.
Oh my gosh, Salt Lake City's the 8th star. It's definitely full of surprises. I don't think people understand like what happens in Utah, but that was a new find for me. Like I was like, wait, this is like by where I got some carpet 10 years ago. And it was like this amazing warehouse, and I walked in and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing that they have this here, and they do classes there. So anyone can go and swing on the silks.
So,
and it's literally, it's hard. Like it looks much easier than it is. I have a whole new respect for like the dancers that work on the silks, like at Cirque du Soleil in Vegas and all the big shows. I'm like, that's so hard. It's literally like almost like having a tourniquet on your leg.
Oh my goodness.
I literally was like, I literally, my equilibrium was so off. I'm like, this is not a normal Tuesday. It was crazy.
So
it was good though. It was fun.
How much Asper cream did John have to rub on you after?
Literally, like I was like, oh my gosh, John, look, I'm so sore, and I don't work out. I don't work out, so I was like, this is a major workout. Like that was like the most intense workout I've had since labor.
Yeah, that's when you said that. I was dying. I was laughing so hard. I was like,
it's
man,
true.
You would never know that you. I mean, you look like you're fit. I mean, you're in good shape. I mean, you're in good shape.
Thanks, Trey.
2 boys.
Thanks, Trey.
Yeah, I mean, you're in good shape.
Thanks, Trey. You know, it's my mom is like the tiniest person ever. She weighs 88 pounds and is 5'6", and she just has the smallest frame. Like her bone structure is like half the size of mine.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe a little of it genetics, but I literally was like, maybe that should be like my 2022 fitness goal, like get in shape, like start working out again.
Hey, I think that you're on your way because you inspired a lot of people. You inspired me. I was like, man, if she could do that, maybe I could try to do a little something.
Oh, I'll go video.
Oh man,
Let's get you on the silks.
I think it will just collapse if I got on that thing.
No, are you crazy? Not even. Not even.
So in this last episode, you know, there was a lot of going on, and we kind of already touched on you're in Whitney's first outing together. But then you guys went and got you got your foot. You got some type of foot fish biting massage. What was that?
God. Yeah. Okay, so Fish Kiss is a salon, like a pedicure salon in Provo, Utah. So it's like right by the BYU campus. And you literally go, it is the cutest little spa. And I love talking to the owner. I love entrepreneurs, and little entrepreneurs in school. And he was talking to us about what he's doing with school and his business. And he had like a really good business acumen. But he brought this concept to Utah, and they have these like little feet. I mean, my feet are so ticklish. And then to have these little baby, I can't even remember what the name of the fish is, but they import them into Utah. And they have like their lips are like sandpaper. They don't have teeth. And it literally like exfoliates your feet. It's crazy. It was like so much fun. It was so cool.
Yeah, you literally dipped your feet in a fish tank kind of thing. It was cool.
Yeah.
It looked like a lot of fun.
Like, I would, like the initial reaction is like, what am I doing? Oh my gosh. And it feels so weird. And like, I'm like, we have a fish theme going on with Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Like we go fishing. We got the Del Taco fish tacos. Now we're getting our feet exfoliated by fish.
Yeah,
like a fish theme going on.
Exactly. You mentioned that the owner of that place is an entrepreneur, and I know that you champion entrepreneurs. What is that like? What does that mean to you?
I'm always encouraging people to be what they should be, right? So sometimes, we go to school for one thing and end up doing something differently. But I think you find your path. That's a great question, Dre. You find your path by accident, I think, a lot of the times. Like being a serial entrepreneur myself and growing up with entrepreneurial parents, I found that things don't always work out the way I think they're going to. They work out better if you just let them happen organically and just let things take their course. So I always say, when a door opens, walk through it. If there's a window open, jump through it. And that's when you find what you're really supposed to be doing and open yourself to it. Keep yourself open to new experiences, new opportunities, and like things are naturally coming to you, be open to them and accepting. If it's not working, it's usually for a reason, and you gotta, like, overused word, but pivot. So, to watch these young kids, like, opening their own fish spa, they're paying rent, they're buying fish, they're importing fish, they built these tanks, they have this really cool little setup in there. I was, like, really proud of them. I love talking to them about their journey, what they're doing next, what level of schooling they're going to hit before they start their next venture. But, for me, it's really cool to listen to other entrepreneurs speak about their experiences and what they're doing. And, that's a cool little thing. I wish they had that when I was at BYU.
Yeah, for sure. What advice would you give to somebody that is in that type of situation where they're, like, maybe working a 9-to-5 and they hate it, and they're like, man, I have this really great idea. I really want to try to do this, or I want to put my efforts into this. What would you tell them?
Well, you have to have a plan, right? So you can't just go into things and think, okay, I'm thinking this up so it's going to work, but don't be afraid too. So, like, put together a plan, figure out how you're going to do it, and then start executing. And if you're in a 9-to-5 role, make sure you have an adequate amount of savings and you understand that things are not going to be easy. I think Russell Simmons said it best when he's like, if it's easy, it's not legal. And I always remind myself of that, because building a business is not easy, and building multiple businesses is not easy. And I think that the more you do it, the better you become at it. But I think the biggest thing people do is they start to give up too soon. Like, right when they're at the point where they're going to win, they give up. And I'm just like, don't give up. Believe in yourself. But you got to put the time in. You got to work. Like, I've worked for everything I have. I'm a serial entrepreneur, but everything comes at a price, like, right? So it's a sacrifice. So you just got to be willing to do the work.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds like you're getting attacked.
Yeah. You know what? Henry just got home from school and Kendall got excited.
Oh, okay. Just real quick, I know you're about to start mommy duties, which never ends, by the way. But another entrepreneur that we seen in the show this last episode is it the El Nino?
Yeah, Nino Viejo is
yes.
owned by Marco and Aubrey. They are amazing. So Nino Viejo is up north of Salt Lake, and it is a beautiful restaurant. It opened literally like just weeks before, like 2 weeks before we had our dinner reservations there. The food was amazing. They're amazingly talented chefs. And I always say our food and beverage scene in Utah is bar none. Like, it is the best here. And you would think we were in one of the big coastal cities, but they killed it. They worked really hard for that. And one of the reasons they couldn't cater the casino night was because they were focused on getting that restaurant opened with their investor and making sure that was dialed in, and their bandwidth was just cut to none, which is why his brother had to cater casino night. But they did an amazing job, and just watching them over the years, like, build their business and save to open that restaurant, especially during a pandemic, was pretty impressive.
Yeah, the drink looked good. I don't know what kind of Vita he put in there or what he made, but it looked delicious.
Yeah, they have some killer cocktails up there. There's nothing better than great eats and great cocktails to go with them, especially when it's Vita Tequila.
Hey, facts, 100%. And every time he was talking about shots, I was like, yeah, let's take more. Let's take more.
I know, people were like, why isn't she shooting it? And I'm like, it's a sipping tequila. Like, we're sipping this. I'm enjoying this because it's, our tequila is such high quality. Like, you got to savor it.
Oh,
you got to enjoy it.
Facts, 100%. Cool. Well, when's the next episode, Lisa?
Next episode is Sunday, 9/8 Central Time. It's going to be really good. I think we're still just in the very beginning of the season. We've got a lot of episodes coming up. I think it's going to get us through the holidays and lots more coming up.
Well, I need you to get you in the studio sooner or later. Like, you got to get in here. It's a lot of fun when you're in person.
I know. We need to make that happen. I should bring John with me, too.
Yeah.
I think we should have Dre, Lisa, guest starring John Barlow.
Yeah, with a bottle of tequila. Let's do it.
Bottle of Vita. Let's do it.
The higher-ups might get mad at me, but hey, we'll risk it all. Let's do it.
It's, we'll just call it Pure Agave.
There. Sponsored by, this segment is sponsored by Vita. Yeah.
I love that. Well, it's always fun to chat with you, Dre.
Absolutely.
You 92.